So I thought of sharing this story with you, something about digital products and whether you use this story as a $1 million idea for you to make 5 figure, even 6 figure from the digital product business, or as an inspiration for you. I do not know. But one thing for sure, I can tell you that this thing works. So basically, I started the digital e-commerce way back in 2003, right? And in the year 2006, I was speaking for an event, or should I say a seminar organizer called the World Internet Summit. At that time, they are probably the largest internet marketing conference event in the world, in that sense. And they asked me, hey, can you show the audience how to make money online live? And you're gonna show with proof. So I accepted what they call the World Internet Challenge, where I was placed on stage to show how money is being made from the thin air in that sense, right? And I'm going to focus with the information product business, well, aka also known as the digital e-commerce, because there are no physical products. So I took the challenge, and I was very young at that time, and it was quite I would say I was nervous. So this is what happened, right? So this is how I look like in 2006, and beside me is the co-founders of World Internet Summit at that time, Tom Hua and Brad McFall. So as I was sharing with you earlier, how I did it is that I used a strategy called the fire sale strategy. Now, if you're taking down notes, the key here, the key so-called secret to generating windfall of profits is to launch a fire sale. And in order to launch a fire sale, it needs to tie in to a particular event. In this case, the event is none other than the World Internet Summit Live Stage Challenge, right? So here's what I did. I did a fire sale. And the fire sale, it's a combination of many of my products, my digital products, put it all together as one big bundle and make it at a very, very, very affordable price. So I think it was sold for, I can't remember exactly, maybe for $37 or $47, but the value of all of these products is worth thousands of dollars, right? And the announcement was made telling them that this whole special fire sale will only last 3 days, and of course those were the days of the seminars. So what I did is that I go on stage and I show all of the seminar attendees, hundreds of them, how I construct the email that I send to my subscribers at a moment of time, my AKA my database. And I construct that email, and I email to them telling them I'm having this fire sale and so on. Then sales starts pouring in, right? But apart than this, there are also two additional things that I did in order to pull this fire sale successfully. One, I've actually reached out to other marketers and asking them, hey, would you be interested to contribute your product into the fire sale as well? And if you were to do that, my customers will get to access your product, which means now they will also become your customers, right? And the second part is that I also reach out to other marketers with database and ask them, hey, would you be interested to promote this fire sale and you earn 50% commission? Then we have some of them who raise their hand and say, yeah, why not? Because it's a very, very good offer, right? And in that process, right, in that 3 days, I've generated about 36K selling information products. Now, 36K, 36,000 US dollar, it's not a lot of money in 2006, right? But if you think like for more than a decade ago, if someone was able to make like 30 40K on stage, right, from nothing, there's no physical products, there's no fulfillment, there's no inventory, from thin air, I think that is quite impressive at that moment of time. I myself find it remarkable that it did achieve success. So not only was I promoting to my database, other marketers were also promoting to their database at a moment of time. And I think the other key highlight that I want to share with you is that this is all digital e-commerce. After it was sold, there was no fulfillment.
I continued to speak at the seminars and so on. So it was an amazing experience. Now, to illustrate to you further, this concept of fire sale it's applicable in many ways, and you can even use it for good cause. Just to share with you that Penang, which is where I'm from, Penang State, is an island in Malaysia, experienced the worst flood in history in November 2017. 7,294 people from 1,774 families, over 1,000 families are in need of help because the flood caused a lot of damages. Seven have reportedly died. There were death cases, right? And seeing that issue, and it was not fast enough for the government to come in to help with the fund and so on. What I did is that I go ahead and launch You Can Help Today and managed to raise 7,000 US dollar in just days to help the victims. And this was raised by mainly using Facebook alone. And we did what we call a fire sale, and this is more like the fire sale to raise fund for the flood victims, right? And in just days, 7,000 US dollar came from quote unquote nowhere because of digital e-commerce. Because there's zero cost, so it's relatively easy to do this because all the profit made it is now channeled to help the flood victims. Now, I actually have a separate video that I've recorded to share exactly how I did this. You can watch it if you want as a case study training. But the key point I want to share with you to highlight to you the power of building a digital product business.